as a philanthropist by appearing at charity events and by making very public, even nationally televised promises to give his own money away. It was, in large part, of a facade. And a months-long investigation by the Washington Post found that Trump had sought credit for charity he had not given or had claimed other people's giving as his own.
Let's get some reaction from the United States to this then. Well, joining us from Chicago via webcam is Laura Schwartz, who's a former senior advisor to President Bill Clinton during his 8 years in the White House. Thank you very much for joining us here on BBC News again, Laura. What are the questions this latest development raises for you?
Well, the questions that you just raised via the Trump videotape is that those funds had nothing to do with the Hillary campaign and that was a separate entity. What Hillary just said about Trump Foundation and his questionable money given to it was a big story today in the United States in the Washington Post, where it showed that he hadn't given any recent money within nearly 5 years. The way the FBI investigation, if there even is one, playing out on the trail is mostly offense for Hillary Clinton, saying, hey, show us the goods, show us what you got. And Republican leaders alike, as well as Mike Pence, the running mate for Donald Trump, saying the same thing. They want to see more information. And quite honestly, Martina, I think the Americans deserve more information before they go to the voting booths on November 8th.
Well, of course, 18 million people have already voted, so it's too late for them. But surely the FBI director was in a bit of a bind over this one. He would have been criticised either way, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. Now, well, he's getting criticized more for the vague 3-paragraph letter that he sent to the Republican ranking members and the Democratic ranking members last Friday, after he was advised by the head of the Justice Department and the deputy of the Justice Department and the attorneys of the Justice Department not to do so. And then it was uncovered this weekend through news sources that Comey himself hasn't seen these emails. They don't know what's in these emails. And so it was just so vague that I think that's what got the American public unified, both Trump and Clinton supporters, is that if there was something there, tell us what it is. Turns out they haven't even seen what's there. They don't even have a warrant to see what's there yet. So it's really hinky right now. And I got to tell you, we'll see the polling in the next 3 days to see where this really comes down. You're right, we've got nearly actually 20 million early votes, which show Clinton up 6 points in North Carolina, big battleground states, and she and Clinton very even in Florida, another one of those.
What difference then do you think it might make to the overall result?
That's a good question. I think the overall result, because Hillary Clinton has such a big lead going into this, and because the email story itself isn't something new. I think it's kind of baked in the pie for both of these candidates, just like Trump's sexual assault allegations and indiscretions, that I really think people that were going to vote for Hillary are going to vote for her. People for Trump, for Trump. Now, I think some undecideds or Republicans will either stay home or maybe switch to Trump. Significant enough, we don't yet know. But I think where we're going to find the difference is perhaps down ballot. I think some of these Senate races and House races for the U.S. Congress, we've already seen them change their tone over the weekend. Those politicians running for office are saying, hey, listen, Hillary's probably still going to be getting in, but wouldn't you want to check by making the Senate and the House Republican again? So that's where I think the down ballot races are going to gain some ground from this.
Laura, thank you very much for talking to us. Laura Schwartz, a former senior advisor to President Bill Clinton. Nice to have you on the programme. Thank you.